When you're in the middle of job applications, wouldn't it be nice to pick someone's brain who's actually hiring marketers right now? Well, if that's you, then you are in luck because we are here today with our parent company's HR manager, Bia, and I'm gonna ask her a few questions about marketing applications, portfolios, red flags, and what makes someone an instant reject or hire. Before we get into it, can you tell me a little bit more about yourself and your position at the company?
Yes, hi, I'm Bia, and thank you so much for this opportunity to be part of this video. I've been with the company for 6.5 years. I'm doing end-to-end recruitment, also some employer branding, in-house policy making, relocation support, etc., just to name a few. And so far, I've been recruiting for all positions within the company except for my own.
Thank you for that. What does the hiring process in your company look like?
Well, we have a well-established process of
Mhm.
4 to 5 steps, depending on position. It usually takes 1.5 months to fill one. Usually, I have a task force, which means that I'm working with the prospective colleagues, team leader, and also some teammates, people working in the relevant position to the position that we are trying to fill, to help me in evaluations and also to select their own team members. So we begin with applications, and we also have some questions that we are asking the applicants because we would like to get to know them even before I meet them. And then with the selected applicants, I organize a short intro interview. They can also ask me questions. For me, it's very important that they also interview us whether this is the best fit for them. And then we move on to the challenge phase, which is always different for all positions. We always try to custom make it. It takes a couple of hours to complete at home. It's also like a home assignment. Once they finish it, we move on to the final interview, and by then the team lead and the task force member are also present. And then hopefully we make a decision, and then we welcome our new colleague.
Yes, that's always the most exciting step, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you said that you hired multiple different positions compared to all the other positions. What is the favorite thing you have about hiring marketers, and also what's the most challenging part?
Ooh, marketers especially, I don't know, because in general, I love to hear backstories. I also like to see the passion or enthusiasm the people have or why they are choosing this career trajectory at this point of their life. So I don't mind if someone is a junior, I don't mind if someone is a career changer. The most challenging with marketers specifically, I think AI brought in an aspect of sometimes we don't know like if it's the real answer, if it's like an AI. Sometimes it's very obviously AI copy paste, and that's a turn off, especially for marketer positions where the way you write, the way you present yourself is unique to you. So we are looking for someone who can do that as a marketer as opposed to AI slop.
Yeah, and especially when we keep getting the same answer for a certain question from multiple people, that's a really big turn off for me too.
Yeah, or when you just see that it's blatantly copy paste and the ChatGPT things are in
Oh
there.
yeah, big no-no.
Big no.
Okay, you mentioned the backstory and the passion, but apart from those, what it is that you're actually looking for specifically in marketing candidates when you're reviewing applications or interviewing them?
So I think the matching skill set is very important. Do they match this specific marketing position that they are applying for? Are they SEO or more social or video content? And also how they introduce themselves. I think with marketers, I think it's especially important to be memorable or to be like creative, but also obvious. What are you doing? I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it totally makes sense. And do marketers usually submit a portfolio? And if they do, is it an advantage?
They don't. Should they? Yes. I think there are, like, if it's not a technical position, I think there should be a portfolio. This is a chance for them to already show a skill set, to come off very strong, to have like a very strong first impression. I think it would be very important to show previously maybe written content or visuals that they have done, maybe like photo, visual design, or even video content. Yes, but only if it's done right.
Ooh, okay.
So yeah, because if it's done right, it's like a very, very nice first step. But if it's poorly executed, I think that's not a good strategy.
Yeah, a follow-up question for that. Background info for all of you watching, we are actually hiring marketers right now. And I'm also helping Bia to review the applications. And I've seen sometimes when people applied for this marketer position, but then they submitted, let's say, a graphic design portfolio. What do you think about that?
Don't do that. I think if you're interested in also graphic design, that's not a problem at all. And I think graphic design experience will come in handy for the position that we're currently trying to fill. But when it comes to the positions that you're applying for, I think it could be a good advice that you have to sometimes customize. Maybe make a separate landing page or separate portfolio even if you're also interested on graphic design only positions, but when it's a marketing one, put your projects first, and then you can make graphic design a part of it, but just not in a very prominent place.
Okay, yeah, that's great feedback. And if you get a proper marketing portfolio, what is the golden number of projects that you like to see? How many are too many is the biggest question usually.
I don't think that there's too many. I think including all your strongest projects could be good. However, it's good to know that people doing hiring, no matter if it's HR or professionals working in the field, they have very limited time. So I would think 2 and 3 maximum, and also include your strongest projects. So I don't mind if there's more. I think my advice to marketers would be, like, if you don't feel very sure about that project, don't put it in the portfolio.
Okay, it will cause more harm than benefit.
Yeah, not specifically harm, but then if I see the strongest one and if I have time and I scroll down to see more, I think, yeah, it can
Impact
impact my impression, yes.
Okay, and do you have any red flags specifically for marketing applications in whichever stage of the process?
Attitude. I have done thousands of interviews by this point, and I'm very lucky because I can count on one hand only the bad experience that I had, which I think is a good ratio. And all of them that they had in common was bad attitude. And that means being rude, acting like you don't even want to be in the interview, which is fine. I get it. Like, if if you're tired about interviewing, etc., but it does not make the good impression and it will end up in a rejection anyway. I also had, and I would like to begin this answer by saying that I sympathize with everyone currently looking for a job. The job market is not ideal, just to put it nicely. And I understand when people have like thousands maybe of applications and then hundreds of interviews and then nada. But when I had a couple of instances of people, I was asking them, why would you like to join this company? And they were like, I have no idea what I'm currently interviewing for, and not in this tone, but even worse. Then I was just like, okay, cool.
Why are you even here?
What should I do with this? So my advice for that, because I would like to be helpful, because I really understand that it can be strenuous to always pretend that you're interested in a job when you're looking to pay your bills. Maybe have an Excel table, not for all the companies that you have applied for, but maybe where you got to the interview part, just in short, like basic details about the companies, maybe logo also included, just to have a visual aid in one sentence. What does the company do? What would the project or your position be? Would you be working internally or externally, or maybe as an agency assigned to client projects? And then also have one thing that you find about the company that you're really interested in, and not just that basic, my passion is generating shareholder value or things like this. No, something very specific about the company that really catches your eye and really motivates you to join that company. It can be culture, it can be maybe moving to different countries, relocating to Hungary, Budapest, it's a new adventure, or working in an international team, maybe using English in your day-to-day life if you haven't. So something specific, because I can promise everyone that it's visible when people are genuinely like interested in something and enthusiastic. And if you can say one thing, or the thing that, you know, you've read the blog post that I sent you, or you have checked out the company website and this stood out, I think that's a good impression. And you don't have to pretend anything. Just be yourself. Ultimately, your goal is also to work at a company that interests you or can motivate you. So I think it can be a good advice, hopefully.
Yeah, that definitely makes a big difference, especially for a company like us, where we take like being a team fit and like having the right personality almost as much as the.
Yeah, I'm very protective about my colleagues. So if I feel like someone is rude, I will not even proceed with them.
Yeah, well, good for us. Thank you so much, Pia. I think these were all my questions. We are actually also going to review 3 marketing portfolios with Pia, as she's seen thousands of portfolios at this point. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out in the next video coming very soon. Thank you for watching, and we will see you
Thank
right
you.
there. Bye.
Bye-bye.